All right. Let's see. There we go. All right. We'll get started. So today, sent Quinn off to her move to Virginia. We packed her up yesterday and she left 6 this morning. So it was a good reminder to me that I don't want to start crying again. But that life is interesting because the only thing you can really count on is that things will change. So the only constant is change with our bodies, with our lives, with our kids. Everything changes. But it's good to think of it as new beginnings, right? Instead of change that we don't want. It's new beginnings and it's a new chapter. So it's all good when you think of it that way. So please close your eyes. As you notice your breath, take a moment to feel your body. Maybe feel where you feel good, maybe where you feel tight or stiff. And see what your mental and emotional state is this morning. It's always to check in with that too, whether it's good or bad. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. You just notice that, honor that. Bring hands to heart center. May we all appreciate the changes. May we stay super present so that we won't miss any of the grace or the beauty that's always there. Please lower your hands, open your eyes. Just reach in front of you and interlace your hands and just kind of round forward. Really stretch the shoulder blades apart. And then come on up and open your arms with your elbows bent and just stretch your heart forward a little bit. Shoulder blades come together. And let's do that one more time. This time when you interlace, change it up. Interlace your hands the opposite way, which is hard to think about. And then round forward again. Tuck your chin. And open up again. Lift your heart forward. Just bring the shoulder blades on the back. Good. And then go ahead and keep a long spine. Stretch your arms up. Just kind of move your wrists around a little bit. I think when there's so much humidity, our joints get a little achy. At least mine do. I don't know. And then just twist to your right a little bit and fold over your right knee. Feel it in your opposite hip. Good. And then walk your hands through the middle. Maybe stretch them out a little further. Try to bend just at the hip creases. Nice long spine. And then walk them over your left knee. Come on up. Just bring your hands behind you and then switch the shin that's in front. Stretch your arms up, and this time twist and stretch over your left knee again. It feels different when you switch things up, when things change. So that's my goal today, is make you do things a little differently. And then walk to the center. And to the right. Just when you get comfortable with the way things are, it changes. But it's good to have new beginnings, right? And come on back up and come to all fours. And I'm going to have you start with cat cow, but this time start with cat. So round first, and then move to cow. And do that a few times. And pause. Bring your knees a little wider, your big toes together, stretch your feet long. I'm going to have you cross your arms, so hands on either side, and then sit back to child's pose. You'll feel more of a stretch in your shoulders. And then come on back up and switch which arm was on top, and stretch back again. And then come on up. Bring the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And I always have you do the right leg first. I'm going to have you do left leg, extend, engage your core, and extend the right arm. And then just bring that left foot to the outside of the mat, the right mat. And bring the hand down. And maybe shift and look at your left foot over there on the right side. Big stretch. And then come on back. Swing that foot out to the side. Hands forward just a little bit and thread the needle. So right hand underneath. Feel a stretch in that inner thigh. Be mindful of your leg, feet, and knee. Good, and come on up. Unwind. We'll do that on the other side. So extending the right leg now and left arm. See if you can hold everything steady, including the core. And then swing that leg to the left side. Maybe bring the left hand down and look at your right foot over there on the left side. Feel it in your hip. Hips stay square though. Good. And then come back. Swing that leg off to the side and thread the left arm underneath. Just a little different than we normally do. Change it up. Change is good, right? And come on up. Unwind. And make your way to downward facing dog. Walk your dog out a little bit. And then shift your heels to the right. Feel a stretch in the left side body. And then shift them to the left. And come back to center. Come forward to plank. Lower your knees and sit back to child's pose. Inhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale, plank. And then child's pose on the inhale. Next, inhale one more time, downward facing dog. And come to plank. Hold for one more breath. Broaden your clavicles. And lower the knees to lower down to the mat, or you can just lower through chaturanga. Good. Now press into your hands a little bit. And then lift head and shoulders. Opposite of what we usually do. Big stretch to cobra. Take another couple breaths. And lower down. And push up and back. Downward facing dog. And walking your hands back to your feet, come to a forward fold back there. And whatever you're needing, just be mindful. You can bend the knees if you need to. Find all parts of your feet. And bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands on your thighs. Bring your torso upright and press into your feet to stand up. Good. Stretch your arms up and then bring your arms out to a T. And we're just gonna roll one arm in, so inner spiral it. So start at the shoulder. So start with your right arm and just turn that in and then turn the left arm out, outer spiral. And then switch that. Rotating. And do that again. And last time. Good. And then pause with the palms turned back. And just stretch your left palm back behind your back. So the back of your hands against the back of your back. Stretch the right arm up and arc towards your left. Notice if you're allowing your low ribs to pop out. Draw them in a little bit. Good. Come on back. Back to T and switch. Feel weight in both feet evenly. Easy to feel it in the right foot. See if you can feel it even in the left. Good. And come on back to T and release your arms. Okay, I'm gonna do tree pose. So you know yourself where you want that. So you're gonna stand, excuse me, on your right foot and either bring the heel up, bring it below the knee, or above the knee if you're feeling pretty well balanced. Definitely out of balance. Now try this. Bring your left hand to your thigh and arc ever so slightly towards that knee. Ooh, good. Stretch up and release. Nice job. Let's do the other side. So you decide now that you know kind of where we're going, where you want your foot. Find balance first. Like this side, it's just going to be my heel. Right hand to your thigh and arc. Switching it up a little bit. Good. Stretch up and bring your hands down. Good job. Grab one block and bring it near you. And I'm just going to have you step on with your right foot. So if your feet are big like mine, you can stack two blocks, one in front of the other too. Sometimes that works better. And then you're just going to step onto the block. Keep your left toes down. You want your hips to stay level. And then just flex the foot and see about balancing there. And then see if you can bring that foot forward a little bit, your left foot. Bring it out to the side. Bring it back and in. And just keep going like that. Just very slowly. Bring your arms out for balance if you need to. One more time. And step down. Good. Works the hip, doesn't it? Switch sides. So find the balance on that foot first, then flex the foot. Bring it forward to the side, behind, and two more times that rotation. And step down. Good. Coming back to the first side. So right foot on. Lift the hips so they're even. Flex the foot. Bring your hands out for balance. Just bring the foot to the side and hold. Use the glutes. Good. Bring that foot on and switch. And release. Good job. Okay, bring your blocks up to the front of your mat now. Either side of your feet. And just reach your arms up. And bring hands to heart center, sit to chair. If you can find a stable position, you don't want anything to change. We're going to move a little bit. So bring your right hand to the outer left thigh and then twist. And come back to center. Switch. Nothing changes. The knees don't move. Only thing that's twisting is your upper body, core. Good. Come back to center and fold forward. And take a moment there. And please step your left foot back to deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. And we're going to have you come up to a reverse warrior. So just windmill up and go right into a reverse warrior. So we always do warrior 2 first. I just wanted you to feel a little different. Good. Now come to warrior 2. Make sure that knee's tracking straight. Perfect. Draw the right hip under a little bit. And windmill down. Turn the heel up. And big step forward. Step the right foot back. Ground it down. Just get in your mind where you're going. You're going to windmill up to reverse warrior. And then warrior 2. Feel the left hip underneath. And then windmill down. Turn the back heel up and step back to downward facing dog. And step your feet forward 1 foot width, or maybe 2 if you can't get your heels grounded down. You decide how go closer if your heels still feel lifted. And then see if you can get more weight in the back so that you can reach your right hand to the outside of your left shin. Right hand to left shin. Yeah, good. And you might have to bend that knee a little bit and then just twist underneath. And then unwind and switch. And unwind. And step your right foot forward between the blocks. Step the left foot back to deep lunge. Ground the left foot down so it's parallel to the back of the mat. And I'm going to have you come upright and straighten the right leg and then do reverse triangle. So left hand down, arc back a little bit. Feels harder. Keep weight in the big toe mound, little toe mound, inside of heel, outside of heel, both feet, and then come forward and come to triangle pose. Good job. Awesome. Good. Bend your front knee. Make sure it's tracking straight. Look at the floor. Turn the back heel up and step forward. Take the breath. And step your right foot back. Ground it down. Come on up. Stretch the arms up. Straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle. You have to really feel strong through all parts of both feet to feel stable in this position. Good. And then triangle, wherever that is for you. Again, just notice you're utilizing all parts of your feet. Drawing your feet towards each other also helps. Really extending your arms apart helps. Good. Bend the front knee. Look at the floor. Touch down. Turn the heel up. Step back. Downward facing dog. And step your feet forward. Forward fold. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Ask yourself, what changes have I embraced? What changes have I resisted? And in the end, how did it turn out? Even the ones that you resisted. Good. On your next inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift your right foot back, deep lunge. Lower the back knee and then immediately stretch back to runner's lunge. Start with the toes pointed and then flex the foot as you press the heel down and just notice how that leg wants to draw into the socket. One more breath. And then bend back into the front knee. Hug to the midline and stretch up Anjane Asana. Bring your hands to heart center. Add a little twist to the left. So maybe forearm to knee, left hand to hip, or elbow to the outside of the knee. You decide. Twisted Anjane. Keep the left hip crease back. Good. And then come back to center. Bring the left forearm to your thigh. Bring the right hand to your hip. I'm going to have you lift the right knee and ground that foot down. And then come into Parsvakonasana. Voila! Right arm might come up and over. It's a totally different way to get into it. And if it feels good and you want to reach for the block, feel free, or the floor. And then touch down. Turn the back heel up and step forward. And step your left foot back, deep lunge, or immediately lower the knee and stretch back, runner's lunge. Point the toe to start, feel that heel pressing down, and then just kind of flex the foot, draw the leg into the socket more. Maybe fold deeper. And stretch the toes, then back into the front knee. Stretch up Anjaneyasana. When you feel like you're hugging to the midline, everything's aligned. Hands to heart center. And either forearm and hand or twist elbow to the outside of the knee. Anjaney twist. Coming back to center. Bring your right forearm to the knee, lift the back heel and ground that foot down. And then come up. Prajnapakanasana. Good, you guys. Awesome. Turn your belly and chest inward. Maybe reach for the block if you want to. And reach down, touch the left hand down, and step back, downward facing dog. And go ahead and lower your knees, stretch your toes long, take child's pose, and this time reach the tops of your hands back so you're resting on them back towards your feet, if that works for your knees. Yeah, good. Allow your shoulders to just slump. And then roll back up. Just gonna have you move your blocks out of the way momentarily and come to a downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. You decide maybe you need to lower the knees to lower down. Otherwise, lower down. Cobra. Lower. Push back to all fours. Grab your blocks again and come to downward facing dog. We worked on this last week. Let's see how it works. Extend the right leg and step it through deep lunge. Good. Ground the back foot down and just move your left block forward a little bit. And I'm going to have you really feel your left hand on your hip. Just move that right foot forward so it's off the mat and you're on the right foot. Sorry. Left foot forward. Yes. It's forget that. Step it back in. That's called fallen star, I think. Lift your back heel. And you're just going to step that foot forward till the heel's grounded down. Your toes might point out a little bit. And then you're going to bend or straighten your right leg. And then see if you feel stable enough to come upright. Hips stay square, almost. Good. Fold back forward. You can go slow or fast depending on keeping that leg straight. And bring your blocks to the highest height. And bring your right hand to your hip. And twist to the right. Keep everything lower body stable. Maybe stack right shoulder on top of left. This is twisted triangle. Maybe extend the arm if you're feeling stable. Good, and reach down, touch the block. Bend the knee. Step forward to switch. Right foot back, you want that to feel really stable. So keep that foot grounded down. Come up as you straighten the leg. And stretch the arms if you want. Some of you might want to interlace behind. It's totally up to you. Maybe fold forward with your arms interlaced. Touch the blocks. Feel like a pranam here. Nothing changes. So you want your heel, your knee, and your sits bone to align on both sides. Bring left hand to the hip, and then just twist to the left. And then just see about if you can stack, maybe extend the left arm. Twist it up, triangle. Then the front knee, touch down. Bring the blocks back to the lower height and step back all the way to a downward facing dog. Extend the left leg and step it through to a deep lunge. Good job. And then step your right foot forward by your left, forward fold. And just bring your blocks forward. You might have to widen your feet a little bit. Come down to a deep squat. Bless you. And then on down to seated with your knees bent, feet flat. And you can grab behind your knees, just lengthen your spine up, lean back, maybe lift your shins parallel to the floor, or you're feeling like you can keep your heart lifted all the way, you can let go. Lift your heart a little bit more, think long through the top of the head, maybe bring your arms to T. Takes a lot of core strength, good, and come on back down. I know. Bring your feet wide. And maybe inner spiral. You need that. We're just going to do a side lengthening first. So bring your right hand to the side, left arm up, and just arc that way. Good. And then bring your right hand to the middle so you're facing your right leg, or your left hand to the middle, so facing your right leg. And then try this. You're just going to bring your right arm on top of your lower leg. Yeah. And just wherever it works. And then bring your left arm up and over again to a twisted Upavista Konasana. Good. And then come on up. Feels good, right? And we'll switch. So left arm to the side, right arm up and over. So you keep both sits bones grounded down. And bringing that right hand to the middle, face your left leg. Let's see what that brings. I always have to remind myself to draw my low belly up. And then bringing your left forearm on the lower leg. Or you can see maybe the elbow will go to the inside. And right arm up and over. Vritta Upavista Konasana. Good. And come on up. Oh, I need that one. Bring your feet closer together, hip distance apart though. And again, I always have to kind of pull my legs into the sockets so I can feel like I'm really grounded and things are aligned. And then sitting up nice and tall, I think I'm just gonna lengthen out over my legs, maybe bring my belly towards my upper thighs, maybe hold a little deeper. And because we're trying to go for a little bit different, walk your right hand off to the right, reach your left hand to your outer shin, ankle, or foot, and engage a little twist. Remember, it's just upper body. Everything else stays the same. If you want to, you can slide that right hand to your hip. It feels like a good twist. And then unwind. Come back to center and we'll switch. So now left hand off to the side, right hand wherever it feels like a good stretch to twist. Maybe slide the hand to the hip. You decide. Twist it up. Paschimottanasana, intense stretch of the back side. And unwind. And press the heels down and pull the heels towards you a little bit. And then think, I'm going to tuck my tail around my low back, around my middle back, on my upper back, and then come up and sit up nice and tall. Feel okay? All right, go ahead and lay on your backs. And with your knees bent, just bring right ankle across left thigh. Arms in cactus. And then you're just gonna allow the low body again to twist so your right foot will come down to the floor possibly, or not. It's a pretty intense stretch on the hip flexor. Yeah, good. And the hip. So your left knee is down, your right foot is down. And unwind and switch left ankle over right thigh. And I'll let your right or left hip will come up a little bit. And keep the left knee above the left ankle though. You feel that stretch. Unwind. And with your hands by your hips, stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Try not to let the low back press down so you have a neutral spine. So you may have to keep the legs away from you a little bit. And I'm going to have you just bend your left or right knee in and reach up with your right hand and either grab the shin or the ankle or maybe the foot. Bring your left arm out to T. And then you're just going to rotate the left leg. So bring it out to the side, just so that everything stays the same. You're just kind of holding steady. Nothing moves except for that leg, and then rotate it forward and then in a little bit and back up. Just make one big circle with that left leg. I don't want your core to change at all. Just the legs rotating in the socket. Good. And then when it's out to the side, pause there. And bring it back up and stretch the right leg up. And we're going to switch. So bending the left knee, reaching for shin, ankle, foot, whatever works. Right hands out to the side. Bring the right leg wide. And then forward. And then maybe a little bit in as you bring it back up. And do 3 rotations like that. Just go slow. Neutral spine. And then next time it's out, pause there. So to the right is what I mean. Pause there. Bring it back in, let go of your left foot, stretch them both up. And just point your right foot, flex the other, and switch a few times. Crack, crack is what mine are doing. And even lift and spread the toes a little bit. And then bend your knees, bring your feet flat, hands by the hips, feet right under knees, shoulder blades grounded, and then just lift your hips up to Setu Bandha. And then lower back down. Bring the feet side by side. Lift the knees open. Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands on inner thighs. And just breathe there. And just move your hands to the outer thighs and help your knees come up and together. And then just hug your knees in and roll up into a little ball. So lift your head and shoulders, knee to nose. Maybe your tailbone reaches up towards the ceiling. So you're really pressing the low back down. And then release and stretch out for Shavasana. Changing it up. Start you relaxing your body by just relaxing your toes and feet. Soles of your feet soften. Ankles, shins, calves, relax. Knees relax. Glutes, flexors, inner thighs, relax. And then just take a moment to feel your both of your legs fully relaxed and just hanging out where they want to. Grounded, heavy. Relax your pelvis. Relax your belly, your low back. Relax your rib cage, your shoulder blades, your heart. Relax your fingertips and hands, forearms, elbows, triceps, biceps. Especially your shoulders. Just allow them to feel grounded. Relax your neck, your jaw, your cheeks, your ears, your forehead, your scalp. Relax your brain. Everything I do is infused with the energy with which I do it. I know that what I'm feeling is communicated subconsciously to everyone, and every thought I think creates form in some way. Taking responsibility for my energy is as important as taking responsibility for my behavior. And today, I promise I will do that. I seek in any situation to be a blessing, a miracle worker, an expander of love. That is my only goal, that I might experience true peace. Slowly allow your breath to deepen a bit. Thinking of filling your lungs more completely. Most of us utilize just a small capacity of our lungs. You can feel like you're utilizing the whole lung. And then let the air move out completely so that you can refill again. And allowing your breath to go back to normal. Start to move in small ways. Take your time coming on up to seated. And just for the fun of it, see if you can, if you have a favorite shin, which you always put in front, and see if you can switch that up and go to the other one. And then once again, just check in with your physical body, your emotional state. And just very slightly turn the corners of your mouth up. No one's going to see it, but it, you feel it. Bring hands to heart center. Thank you so very much for always practicing. I truly appreciate it. I bow to the beautiful light in each of you. Namaste. And I'll see you in September. Oh, thanks. What? What? Yes, I did. I should have said that. That was Marianne Williamson. Uh, yeah, I love